Hey guys, Lucas here at Inside Out, coming at you today to talk about tightness in your hips. A lot of people do ask us what they can do to reduce the tightness and discomfort in the front of their hips. Well, I bet you're thinking about some stretches. Well, let me tell you what, stretching for my front of my hips doesn't really work that well. I've spent a lot of time at it and the results, pretty minimal. So I'm happy to know some neurological tricks, and I want to teach one of those to you today. All right, this is kind of like the button that you find in your car that you didn't even know existed. And you're like, whoa, that's so cool. I didn't even know I could do that. So I want you guys to try this out with me. Don't take my word on it. All right, find it out for yourself. What I'm going to go ahead and do is just feel out the tightness in my right hip. I got an idea how that feels. It gets pretty tight and a little bit painful when I get to that range. I'm going to try the other side as well. All right, so this side, they're both tight, let me tell you that. When I get to this point, they're both tight, about the same. All right, so this is my end range, and this is kind of how it feels. All right, now what we're going to do, your body is this giant X. All right, there's software programs running all the time here, coordinating all the joints together. So we're going to work on the opposite joint. So the opposite joint for your hip is your shoulder. All right, so what we want to do, if we're going to work on our left hip, we want to take our right shoulder and we want to work on what we call flexion. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and bring this arm up as far as I can, and I'm going to draw some little circles. All right, I'm really trying to reach back behind me as far as I can. All right, I'm going to do a few circles each direction, really working back, try to maintain a nice tall posture. And I'm going to relax and shake that out. Now I'm going to retest my left hip. I'm going to go back to it. And I don't know if you guys see any difference. It definitely feels like I can go a little bit further. And it's released a little bit in the front of my hip. All right. Now we're going to work on the other side. So I checked my right hip. My right hip now feels a lot tighter than my left. All right, so if I'm working on my right hip, opposite shoulder, people. Left arm, I'm bringing it up. So I am working flexion on my left shoulder. The opposite motion is extension for my opposite hip. All right, we're really working it back. I'm gonna shake that out a little bit. All right, I'm gonna go back to check my right hip out. And that one's pretty awesome, because I know I've changed my pelvic posture a little bit, but that tightness is gone. Even in this position, I don't have much at all, right? So I got a huge release out of the tension in my right hip from working the flexion position out of my opposite shoulder. What in the heck's happening there? A bunch of software stuff up in your brain. Don't worry about it. What you need to know is it's possible that working on your opposite shoulder may be the happiness your hip is looking for. All right, try it out, guys. As always, keep moving, train intelligently. Hope to see you next time.